I had a wet dream the other day. Not to brag, but my dreams are going pretty well. Some girl was like, in your dreams, and I was like, see you in a couple hours. Well, we meet again. I told my girlfriend at the time that I had a wet dream, and she was like, was it about me? And I was like, yes. Yes. My brain could have had sex with anyone in the world with zero consequences. Yet it still chose you. There were these naked Playboy models, and I was like, move, bitches, you're in front of my girlfriend. Sorry about them, babe. What dreams are weird in that if you jizz in the dream, you jizz in the real world? That's like the Matrix. Like, what happens if I jizz in the dream world? Then you jizz in reality.
Give it up for Fahim, Anwar!
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I never know how to start specials. Can I do an impression? Should I start with an impression? Are you guys cool with that? Yeah? All right, this is my impression of an optometrist trying to spice things up with his wife in the bedroom. This guy's already on board. He's like, oh, I'm sold on the premise. So an optometrist trying to spice things up with his wife in the bedroom. 1 or 2? This is 1. This is 2. Nashville is the last stop on my tour. I still wear a mask sometimes when I travel, but like mask culture is still so different across the country. Cause like I'll wear a mask at LAX, but then I'll land in Nashville. And everyone is looking at me like I'm gay in the 80s. You keep that shit in LA. We don't do that here. He's covering his son's eyes. Thank you for coming to my special, guys. It means a lot. Thank you. A lot has happened since the last time I did my special. I did the Tonight Show recently. That was, thank you. This is gonna be the whole show, just like... I brought my parents to come watch me do the Tonight Show. Because when I first started doing stand-up, they were very against it. You know, my parents don't understand this as a job. My parents are from Afghanistan. Like, there's not a rich history of stand-up in Afghanistan. I don't know if you guys know that or not. There's no Zanies in Kabul. Like, this next guy's been tearing up the scene in Kandahar. Give a warm assalamu alaikum to Fahim Anwar. I'm like, what's the deal with the Taliban? That's too edgy. You can't open like that. You have to be very pro-Taliban during your show. You have to be up here like, I love you guys. I've always loved you guys. And they're in the back like, this guy's hilarious. This guy's so funny. Yeah, stand-up is very low class to my dad. You know, I told him I wanted to do it. And he goes, people should be entertaining you. You should be in the crowd going, ha 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 ha. That should be you. Yeah, this is like stripping to my dad. He's not wrong, you know? Like, I always think about it, there's so many similarities between stand-up and stripping. Like, we're both up here by ourselves. There's a pole. Some of you have boners right now. This is called a set. What I'm doing is called a set, and when strippers dance, that's called a set. The difference is, when I'm done with my set, I'm done for the night. But when a stripper is done with her set, she has to go out and work the floor. That would be like if I was like, thank you, good night, and then I just sat on your lap, and I was like, knock, knock. Why the chicken cross the road? And he's like, oh, fuck yeah, why? Why? Come on, tell me. Hit me with that punchline. And I'm like, I'll tell you in the VIP room. It's a little pricier. I'm like, what kind of jokes do you like? It's like, political? Do you have any political stuff? Do I? What's up with Biden? It's like he has dementia or something. He's like, oh, fuck. Ha, 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 ha. Where's your ATM? I want more. I want more chuckles. I'm curious, any couples there tonight? Clap, clap. People in relationship, yeah? Oh, quite a few. Yeah, that's cool. I want that. And that's too late. You had your chance. He's like, no, I want in on this. Oh, fuck, I'm sorry, babe. I want that. That's great. You know, like, I went through a breakup recently. Oh, you guys don't give a shit? That's cool. You're like, and? Jokes. Cry at the hotel. Ha-has now. I bought a ticket and 2 drinks. Get over it. Yeah, I went through a breakup. Why is it when you break up with someone, your brain just puts together a highlight reel of all the best moments? It's like there's a video editor inside your head, like, I just cut this together, let me know what you think. Sad, right? I'm gonna show this to you before you go to bed every night. Is that cool? Does that work with your schedule? We're twirling hands on the beach. I'm like, we never even did that. He's like, yeah, I used AI. It's a new plugin. I'm okay with women. I'm not the best. Like, I went to engineering school. That's hilarious. My high school bully showed up, everybody. He's like, yeah, you did, fucking nerd. Are you an engineer? You are? Oh, so you get it. All right. It was like a solidarity laugh. Fuck yeah. We'll both not get pussy together. That's great. Fantastic. I thought you were a bully, haha, but it was like, what are you doing later, haha? I can get behind that. Okay. You're an ally. I thought I was going to get shoved into a locker. I was having a flashback. So like, this is my special. No, not now, Brad. Engineering school, it's all dudes, pretty, you know what I mean? Like, it's pretty much prison with calculators. It is. Also, you don't flex that muscle. You're not good at talking to women because it's all dudes around you. Also, my favorite show, it's on Netflix. It's called Love on the Spectrum. Yeah, it's so good. It's about people with autism learning how to date. But I'll watch that show and I'll be like, I do that. Should I not ask her what her favorite dinosaur is? It's my move. Also, every other week, I'll read these articles about teachers having sex with their 13-year-old students. You've seen these, right? And like a lot of times I'll look at the picture and like the teachers are kind of hot. And I get jealous. A little bit jealous because I'm a grown man and I can't close the deal sometimes. Like, what kind of game are these 13-year-olds spitting? Is what I want to know. Like, hey, Mrs. S, that was a great English class. A couple of us are going to Chipotle to hang out. Maybe after I could fuck you. And that works on some teachers, I guess. They're like, yes, Daniel, yes. There's those leadership skills we were talking about. You're doing it. Yeah, so I'm dating more, and like, when you date, occasionally you get ghosted. Clap if you have ever gotten ghosted. Yeah? Okay. Everyone else is just cool as shit. Everyone else has their collars popped, like, they always want to fuck me. I don't know, it was nerd night at Zany's. If I can tell I'm getting ghosted, this is a new thing I'll do. I'll wait a while, you know, I'll wait a few months. Like 3-4 months. Really let the ghost marinate. And then I'll send this text. I'll go, hey, I'm going to the Taylor Swift concert. I have an extra ticket. Let me know if you're available. And then they become alive suddenly. They come out of the woodwork like, oh, hey, sorry, I've been slammed with work. But yeah, I looked at my calendar and I'm free that day. I would love to go. And then I don't respond. You don't ghost me, I ghost you! I do the ghosting! Just lose my mind for no reason. So I'm on a bunch of apps, you know. I'm on all of them. I'm on Hinge, I'm on Bumble, I'm on Grindr. Just hot chicks hang out with gay guys, and I try to use them for information. I'm like, oh, you'll tell me where the hot chicks are, right? We've been doing this 3 months. You still haven't told me where the hot chicks are. I feel like you're taking advantage of me. This is the last time. I'm not going to keep on coming over until... I feel like you're not serious. I'm not going to get tricked again. So you see a lot of profiles. I see a lot of profiles on the apps, you know. Some women crank up the face filters a little too high, where it looks like an oil painting. I'm like, is she alive or is this a mural? What is this? I would love to date her if she's still alive. It's like Stephanie, gone too soon. She's just holding a mimosa. This is a beautiful portrait of Stephanie. I wish she was still on this planet. Another one I'll see is like a girl will have a picture of her and a baby, and then at the bottom it'll say, not my kid. Why even have that in there? Just replace it with a photo. It's just possible confusion. That'd be like if I had a photo of me with a gaping herpes sore. And it just said, don't actually have herpes. This is from an acting job where I played a guy with herpes. I just really like the photo. Look past the herpes sore. It's a really good photo. I think it's harder being a guy on the apps than being a girl, because half the time we're trying to figure out what's real and what's not. There's a lot of mirages on there as a guy. But when you're a girl on there, what you see is what you get, pretty much, you know? Like, if a guy's bald, he's just bald in the photo. Like, hey, I'm Craig, this is what I look like. You wanna go out sometime? This is me. He's not being coy, you know? He's not doing this in 8 different photos. He's not wearing a fedora and backlit. Like, am I bald? Am I not? You'll have to waste a Sunday to find out. But if it's a bigger girl, she's behind a tree in every photo. I will say, women just know how to pose, you know? Like, every woman on this earth is born knowing how to model, no matter what your job is. Like, they can work in the HR department and they're under a waterfall. Like, guys, we don't know what to do to our arms in every photo. We're like, did you get it? Did you take it? That's why every guy's holding a fish in his profile. It just gives us something natural to do with our arms. Does that look normal? Do humans do this? Fantastic. I've noticed too, the things that I'm attracted to have changed now that I've gotten older. When I was younger, it'd be bikini photos, stuff like that. But now I'm attracted to women's jobs. Like, if it says paralegal, I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. If she has a key card to get into a building, I come in my pants. I'm like, oh, fuck! She has secure access into a building? Oh, fuck, she has in-out privileges? So hot. Just women with real jobs is attractive to me. I'm in LA. Women don't have real jobs out there. One girl's profession on her profile It's a DJ slash chef. Just say mental illness. So I was talking to this beautiful woman the other day, and she was like, I always get cheated on. I don't know why. Why do I keep getting cheated on? And I think the most beautiful women always get cheated on because to get a 10 to be attracted to you is a very rare skill set. And if a guy can do that, he's not doing it once. Like, why would Superman walk when he can fly? Like, ladies, I don't think you understand how hard it is for guys to approach you, you know? And then a 10, every guy in the world is approaching this woman. So she has a lot of walls and laser fields around her heart. But douchebags are like... Preach! I gotta preach! I'm doing a sermon up here, guys. I think whoever you're dating or whoever you're with, you kind of want to be around the same age because you want to be able to complain about your bodies hurting to each other. That's the whole point of growing old with someone, is that your bodies are disintegrating at the same rate. And you can bond over that. You want to wake up in the morning and be like, oh, my wrist hurts. And she's like, yeah, my ankle hurts. That feels good. You don't want a girl so young you wake up and you're like, oh, my wrist hurts. And she's like, that's weird. For no reason? It just hurts? Yeah. I do backflips when I wake up. She wants to have sex every day, but your back hurts? That's no good. That should be a genre of porn, just back pain porn. Like, fuck. Yeah, fuck, get off, fuck. Shit. Fuck. Oh, hand me that pillow. All right, yeah, all right, get back on. Yeah, got my sciatica, get off. Get off. Fuck, you do too rough. You do too rough. You're just on a foam roller, like, I'll be in there in a second. Just... fuck. You come back in like, brrr, oh, is that for me? No, it's a Theragun, just under my shoulder blade. Fuck. Oh, yeah, put all your weight into it. Put as much power as you can. Fuck. Fuck. I think the best part about being in a relationship is you have someone to tell things that are too boring to tell someone else, but is slightly more interesting than keeping to yourself. You never had a home for it, and now you do. It's awesome. I was hanging out with my girlfriend at the time one day, and then out of nowhere, I was like, I've been at Dairy Queen for a while. Like, I wouldn't dream of wasting somebody else's time with that. But in a relationship, you're like, she'll want to hear this. Babe, I've been at Dairy Queen for 4 years. Isn't that bonkers? But she's so supportive. She's like, you should have Dairy Queen. You love Dairy Queen. I'm like, yeah, I always go to Oreo Blizzard. I should do it. I'm gonna do it. Text me Blizzard so I don't forget. Do you guys do that? You don't have a memory anymore when you get in a relationship? She becomes your secretary for some reason. You're like, text me poop. I have to poop later. I don't want to forget to poop. You shit your pants and you're like, babe! I told you! I shit my pants at work because you didn't fucking text me like I asked you to. I was wearing khakis. Everyone knew. I couldn't hide it like I could last time. The other cool thing, you like get to learn things about each other. You get to learn new ways of doing things because you do things a certain way your whole life and then you get a new perspective on it. Like, for example, I use bar soap in the shower, and when it gets really, really tiny, I would just throw it away. I have that kind of money. People who use bar soap, how do you know it's time for a new bar? Is it when it breaks in half on your thigh? ah, shit. Or are you like, yes, now I'm twice as efficient? I'll be out of here in half the time. So I've been doing that my whole life. The bar gets really, really small, and then I just throw it away. But my girlfriend wouldn't do that. She would take that little nub soap, and then she would stick it onto the top of a new bar of soap, so that it was like this Simba circle of life. Never dying bar of soap. I was in the shower with it one day, and I was like, you would have loved your great-grandfather. He was a great man. He loved going into my crack. You remind me of him. Some things I don't understand about women, you know, like things will be going great. We haven't fought for a really long time. And then, ladies, you'll ask these hypothetical questions because you want to scrimmage. You just want to stay sharp for the next real fight. So let's fight about some imaginary shit. We're watching TV, and then out of nowhere, she goes, babe, if I died in a car crash, would you cry? And it's such an obvious answer that I don't even want to play the game. I don't even want to humor the question. I'm just like, that's okay, let's just watch TV. And she's like, no, what would you do? I'm like, I'm already watching 90 Day Fiancé, just take the win. How much do you need from me? No, what would you? I'm like, yeah. She's like, why are you yelling? I'm like, of course I would cry. Like, what sociopath wouldn't cry in that situation? There's cop cars and police tape, and they're like, sir, you can't come past this point. Your girlfriend died in a horrible car crash. And I'm just gonna be like, such is life. Only women do hypotheticals. Guys don't do that. I'm never like, babe, if I was in a cage match with The Undertaker and I was losing, would you tag in and hit him with a steel chair? It's not stupid. It's not as I'm asking for a reason. I need to know what kind of girl you are. This is very important to me and my mom. I need to know. She was white. My ex was white, yeah. I think she still is. I should check in, but she is, I believe. I date all ethnicities, you know, but I've dated enough white women where I've noticed this trend that, like, white women always expect you to grow as a person. They'll sit you down and be like, I need you to grow. I need you to grow. Other ethnicities don't have that, you know? Like, if you're dating a Cuban chick, she's not like, you need to go to therapy. No, they just go, sometimes he yells. Yeah, I love him, but yeah, he yells. Can't change him. She would say trauma a lot. She would use the word trauma quite a bit. Like, people from third world countries don't use the word trauma that much. Like, they'll step on a landmine and be like, at least I have my other leg. God is great. We're a very glass half full people, you know? I told her this story. When I was growing up, my chores for the house, I had to take the garbage and the recycling out to the curb, and then I had to close the garage door when I came back into the house. I guess one night I forgot to close the garage door because my dad burst into my bedroom and he goes, you didn't fucking close the garage door. And he started chasing me, but I was able to spin move around him. And I'm running down the stairs. I'm almost home free, but my dad took his car keys out and he just Captain Afghanistan these car keys. I had no idea. I'm like, yeah, I'm home free. It hit me in the back of the head. And then I tumbled down the flight of stairs. I hit every step on the way down. And then I just landed at the bottom, like a Picasso painting, just all fucked up. And my girlfriend heard that story and she goes, and that was traumatic? And I was like, no, I learned to close the garage door. Did you not hear the story? It never happened again. That was the first and last time that ever happened. I was very good about it from that point on. It was like, it never happened again. I pee a little when I see garages, but do you think, is that tied to the event? Is that trauma? I just thought that was a thing that happens. Huh. She was good at like feelings and therapy, and I needed some of that. It was good because I have a lot of cultural baggage. And then being a guy is tough too. Ladies, I know it's very in vogue to shit on guys nowadays, but it's not a cakewalk being us. Because like culturally, we're not supposed to cry, and then we're not supposed to come until you do, ladies. Our whole lives are just about suppressing liquid. Can I release the liquid? No. Okay, sorry. No, can I release this? No. Okay. Just let me know when I can release the liquid. That's why every guy's on edge. We just have these liquids that we want to let out. Like, please let me. That's why when guys are getting aggressive at the club, the bouncers shouldn't be aggressive too. They should just jerk him off. He's like, hey, you motherfucker. Oh, fuck. Oh. Sorry about that, gents. I was a real hothead back there. That's not the man my parents raised. My apologies. Isn't it crazy? Every guy in here has a sack full of jizz right now. You ever think about that? Ladies, look to your left, look to your right. Sack full of jizz. We're not gonna do anything with it, don't get me wrong. Unless you want us to. Just millions of sperm ready to go. Just like, give us a green light, miss. Go, 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 go. Just paratrooping out of the dick. Just millions of sperm ready to go at a moment's notice. Ladies, you have one egg once a month. It's very precious. It's like the Wu-Tang album. Fellas, we're like the mixtape guys on the Venice boardwalk. Like, yo, check me out. Yo, you get a copy. You get a copy. You get a copy. Yo, everyone gets a copy. I'm so dope. Check me out. Pass this on to your friend. Burn me. Pass it on. Sometimes when you have sex, sometimes women, they want to go 2 times in a row. They want to go back to back. I always think about the workers in the nutsack. The boss comes down like, he's going again. We gotta go. Let's go again. The workers are like, what? We just did it. We gotta set something up. Come on, let's go. Where are we gonna get the water from? He's like, we'll pull it from his organs. Fucking let's go. Let's go, chop, chop. We gotta send something up. That's in your 20s. In your 30s, the guy's like, yeah, tell him it's not gonna happen. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. I don't do rush jobs. Okay, you give me an hour, I give you a nice batch of jizz. Okay, we're union. And this is a union nutsack. You tell your boss. Comes down to the balls and says that to my face. He puts a cigarette out. Sometimes women fake it, you know? That's a thing. They'll say it like a power move too, like, I faked it. I was faking it. Guys fake it too. We just fake it earlier in the date when we're like, no way, that's crazy. We fake it so you get to the point where you fake it. You fake the, yeah, and we fake the, that's a wild story. Whoa, 2 brothers? Whoa. That's cray-cray. I've never heard that in my life before. Just crazier sexual stuff is hard for me to wrap my head around. like orgies, you know? Orgies exist. I don't think I could do orgies just because I'd be afraid of being the guy who finishes first. What do? You're just like, yeah. All right. That's a cool poster. Where'd you get that poster? Is that an original or is that a reprint? What? I'll just be near the room. If you guys need me, just holler at me. I'll just be near the room. You come back 10 minutes later. Anybody finish yet? No? All right. Look, I hate to be that guy, but does anybody have the Wi-Fi password? I'll check the router. It's usually on the router. My bad. I'm gonna air fry some tater tots. Anybody want some tots? What if you were waiting for so long, you got your second wind, and then you rejoined the orgy, and then you finished first again? Like, fuck! Fuck! I just got fuck lapped! Just got fuck lapped by everybody. I was on Twitter today, or X. What do you guys call it? Twitter. I want Elon to buy Coca-Cola and be like, so we're calling it W from now on. It's just a cooler letter. Elon's funny to me. He's like a nerd who wants to be cool, but his idea of cool is like a 13-year-old boy's. Because he's like, you know, I've smoked weed before. I was on Rogan and I was like, yeah, I'll take a hit. Stock went down, I don't give a shit. I do jujitsu, so I can fuck you up. Very rich, billionaire with a B. I'm so rich, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates. They ask me for money. He laughs like he watched a tutorial on how to laugh. I've got the gist of it. This is how humans laugh. I try not to be on there too much. Everyone fights on there, but everyone fights on everything, you know? Like, I post stand-up clips on Instagram from time to time, and people fight on every single video, no matter what it's about. People will write paragraphs and paragraphs and paragraphs in the comments section on Instagram. There should be a thing like predictive text, where if you write more than a paragraph, a thing pops up and goes, bloop, here's some psychologists in your area. I posted one joke about when I was a kid, I would rank the Ninja Turtles in order of easiest to kill people with their weapons. You're on board already? Do you know this bit, or are you just a fan of the Turtles? Both? Oh, nice, okay. We got a super fan. I like how you seat them way in the back. That's nice. You're Fahim Anwar's biggest fan? To the furthest point of the room, please. We don't want him getting too much momentum. Let's seat you in the very, very back. You're a super fan? To the balcony, please. So I would have this joke about, you know, ranking the Ninja Turtles in order of easiest to kill people with their weapons to hardest. I go, number 1 is Leonardo, because he has 2 swords. I like how some guys are nodding like this guy knows his shit. This guy's done his homework. He's not an amateur. Number 1, to kill people, Leonardo. Bottom of the list, Donatello, because he just has a bow staff, which is like a big stick. For him to kill somebody, he would have to snap and just go fucking insane. Like, Donatello, he's had enough. It's just a pool of blood at this point. Splinter, I don't know what got into me. Normally, I'm very calm and collected. But he said purple's for faggots, and I lost it. It's a very whatever joke. It's not my best joke, except if you're this guy, then it's his favorite joke. It's very mid, whatever. It's a rice cake. It's empty calories. But I want to read some of the comments that people left on that joke, okay? So that joke you just heard, these are 100% real comments on the joke. Yeah, but remember, he's extremely smart and analytical. He can exploit enemies' weaknesses. So that was one guy. Also, no women chimed in on this, believe it or not. It's weird, right? It's bizarre. I kept waiting for the female perspective, but it never. Ladies, you say you want a seat at the table, but I mean, we want to pay you more, but you gotta have an opinion on Ninja Turtles. I don't make the rules. This is how it is. Okay, another guy writes, bow staffs are underrated. You get enough power and speed behind that, all it takes is one hit. And then another guy wrote, you're gay. That one's not Ninja Turtles related, so I don't count that one. That one doesn't count. I had this other joke that I posted about pronouns. I was saying, like, if you're a married man, you have a wife, you have kids, and you work at a company, and you still sign your emails off, he, him, like, you don't need to do that. Like, we know. You're just virtue signaling at that point. It'd be like if I was at a restaurant and I was like, yeah, I'll have the turkey club, and you know the way that it comes? Keep it that way. Just wanted to give you some redundant information. Oh, I started watching Euphoria. Is anybody watching this? Yeah, you? Whoa, you're not the target demo, but okay. He's like an older Middle Eastern man. He's like, I love it. I live for Euphoria. Zendaya is going through so much. I thought my life was hard, but the teens of today. So not the target demo. And he has like a Euphoria shirt with a foam finger. It says Zendaya. That's so funny. Yeah, I started watching it. Who's this show for? What is this show? Is it for kids or is it for adults? Because like both feel like the wrong answer. Like if it's for adults, we're just watching kids fuck. You're like, no, I'm not a pedophile. There's a story and everything. I'm learning about Cassie. Oh, does she have huge tits? No, I didn't notice that. No, she has huge tatties? I didn't catch that. Interesting. It makes drugs look so cool, that show. Like when I was growing up, there was an anti-drug PSA. They would smash an egg on a frying pan and they'd be like, this is your brain on drugs. And we were scared. We were like, oh no. Oh no, is that my brain? I don't want that to happen. Now every week on HBO, they're like, this is your brain on drugs. And it's just Zendaya vibing out. I'm like, it looks amazing. I want drugs. I'm an adult. That looks fucking awesome. Imagine trying to be a DARE officer today. It'd be fucking impossible. Like, kids, I know Zendaya makes it look cool. But wouldn't you rather be an overweight cop? Doesn't it blow your mind that Cobra Kai and Euphoria are both set in high school? You forget about that. They're both high school kids. My dream is that one of the kids from Cobra Kai transfers to the Euphoria school. He just shows up like, hey guys, where do you do karate around here? He's like, we inject heroin into our buttholes. Yeah, your school's different than my school. You don't do karate? No, we're all trans and fuck each other's dads. Yeah, your school's different. You don't do like judo or jujitsu? If I had kids though, I would rather have my kids watch Euphoria than Cobra Kai, because like at least Euphoria is grounded in reality. Like, I would hate for a school shooter to show up and my kids be like, I'll handle this, guys. Your AR-15 is no match for my Miyagi-Do. Get under a desk. What the fuck are you doing? So I live in LA, and whenever I'm driving around Los Angeles, I can usually tell how Latino a neighborhood is based on how many Kobe murals there are. He's a great player, but you don't need it on all four sides of the building. Kobe died in a helicopter crash, which is like tragic. I'm a Kobe fan. It was devastating. It was very tragic. But like, it is a very rich person way to die, though, right? It's sad. It's unequivocally sad, but there's like a hierarchy of sad, right? Yeah, like helicopter crash, private jet crash, sad, but not as sad. Like if you died on a Spirit Airlines flight, that's a tragedy. You don't even get a carry-on free. You should be so lucky to die on a private jet, just holding onto a champagne flute. We're gonna make it, right? Do you think that guy knows the plane is going down, or is he an asshole till the end? Like, tell him to make it less bumpy up there. What the fuck is going on? Trying to drink my champagne. Oh, what the fuck? You guys are dark. I like that. Okay. All right. You're all going to hell. Cool. Good to know. I'll see you down there. Do you want to hear the story of like the most money I ever made doing stand-up? Yeah? Okay. It's tonight. I'm making $1 million. No. So the most money I ever made doing stand-up, it was this gig in Saudi Arabia. I was like, I'm not a journalist. I should be okay. I should be. I'm not writing a story. I'm just giving giggles to the people. So I'm about to go on stage, and then there's these government officials backstage, and they intercept me, and they go, before you go on, you can't talk about sex, you can't swear, you can't talk about politics, you can't talk about religion. And I'm like, I'm a stand-up comedian. Like, what am I gonna do? And then they showed me the check, and I was like, I'll figure it out. I was doing shadow puppets for an hour. Just tap dancing. So much money, I had to figure it out. I was like, who has parents? That's great. The sun is fun, huh? Just saying words for a fucking hour. They flew me business class, which was kind of, whoa, you're impressed? Whoa! This motherfucker makes me do economy every time. Business class is cool. Like, you get to board before everybody else, so I felt better than everyone. I was like, see you guys. See you guys on the plane. But it's one of those flights where it wasn't a plane immediately, it was a bus that takes you to where the plane is. So I was just the first motherfucker on the bus. I had to say hello to them, like, hey, what's up? I'm the guy who thought he was better than you earlier. It was hard for me to fully enjoy business class because I fly coach all the time, and I'm traumatized from coach. Because whenever the flight attendant says sir in coach, it's because you fucked up. It's never a good sir, you know? She's always like, sir, I'm like, oh. Tray table, oh, yeah, sorry. Sir, oh. Can you unrecline? Oh, yeah, my bad. But in business class, sir is followed by dope things. And you're not expecting it. Because she's like, sir, I'm like, oh. She's like, cookie? I'm like, oh. For me? No one's ever been nice to me in the sky before. Sir, you don't have to hide the cookie. There's more cookies. There's unlimited cookies. It's amazing. Business class, you have this big TV in front of you. They bring you champagne, they bring you snacks, they bring you meals. You can recline all the way. And I was thinking, if this is happening in business class, what the fuck is happening in first class? Like, if I poke my head through the curtain, they're just fucking with fox masks on. The pilot's getting pegged, like, you shouldn't be here. This is first class. You're in business class. Leave. I'm just eating cookies, like, they got cookies back here. When you guys finish up, they got cookies back here. I'm just watching through the curtains. sir? Oh, yeah. Sorry. Sorry, I was just watching the orgy in first class. I gotta go back. There was turbulence on my flight. I used to get really scared about turbulence, but now I'm older and I have all these responsibilities. Like when I'm on a flight now, I'll be thinking, okay, I gotta make these calls, I have to send these emails, I have to pay this bill, and then there'll be turbulence, and then part of me is like, oh, I may not have to do those things. All right, let's see what happens. I might die and I don't gotta worry about it anymore. You just care less as you get older, you know? Also, I fall asleep in chairs now that I'm older. Growing up, I would see my dad do that all the time. I'm like, how the fuck is he doing this? The human body can't sleep in that position. But now I get it. We're just side by side at a movie theater. I'm like, Dad, I love you. I'll see you at the credits. I fall asleep on my couch at home all the time now too. Why is couch sleep so much better than bed sleep? Right? Yeah. It's infinitely better than bed sleep. I think it's because you're not expecting it, you know? It's organic. It creeps up on you. Your couch is like, come on, fall asleep here. You've had a rough day, come on. You're like, stop it, couch, you're being bad. Come on, you know you want to. I have to brush my teeth. Come on, fuck your teeth, one night. You don't gotta brush your teeth, one night. Your gums can handle it, come on. Just one episode of Netflix and that's it. Yeah, just one. Dun-dun. In my 20s, it would be very hard to sleep. But like, I'm at the age now where like sleep is happening to me at a certain time, whether I like it or not. I'm like a gargoyle, I just gotta get home in time. I'm like, oh fuck, what time is it? Oh no, get out of my way. I'm so outside of a Quiznos, like. Oh, I didn't make it home in time. So yeah, you ever try to keep up with people in their 20s? You're like, oh, I can rally, I can be like young for a night. I was hanging out with these comics in their 20s in New York. It was like 3 a.m. They were like, where do you want to hit up next? My eyes were closed. I was like, I'm down with whatever. You tell me. I got my second win, baby. Here, just take my hand. Tell me where we're going. Just lead the way. We went to a nightclub. I got bottle service just so I could fall asleep on the couch. I was like, just tell them I'm on heroin, okay? They were playing club music at the club, makes sense. I like old school hip hop still. I like 90s hip hop. Yeah. Yeah, like Biggie. I love Biggie. I love Big Papa. I like that lyric in there where he goes, girls go pee-pee when they see me. That's pretty impressive. For girls to go pee-pee when they see you. But you know what I was thinking would be more impressive? Is like if girls went poo-poo when they saw you. Because you know she did everything in her power for that not to happen. Like pee-pee you could bounce back from. Like poo-poo, you have to move to a new city. You have to make new friends. People know immediately, like, you smell poo-poo? It smells like fucking poo-poo. Rap is weird. Rap is the only genre where like artists get shot and then society is like, yeah, that's rap. And that's what happens when you rhyme. I want to see that happen in other genres of music. Like Garth Brooks is lit up 8 times in a Cracker Barrel. Oh, fuck, what happened to Garth? Who are his enemies? Also, rap is weird in that if you get shot, it elevates your career. You become more famous. It puts you on. And I was thinking, like, my parents are from Afghanistan. It's a war-torn country. People get shot there all the time. Like, I want to introduce rap music to Afghanistan. Because think of how many superstars we could generate. Like, have you guys heard this Lil Muhammad album? A missile hit his house. This guy's legit. Little Muhammad. Oh, you from the streets? At least you have streets. So I love doing stand-up and everything. And my home in LA, my home club that I love going to is the world-famous Comedy Store in Los Angeles. Clap if anyone has been there before. That's cool. Zanies is fantastic too, but like Comedy Store is my home in LA. And what's great is sometimes legends come through there. And one night, I had the pleasure of getting to bring Chris Rock on stage. Yeah, it was very cool. One of the highlights of my career, he was working out his stuff for the Oscars. Yeah, that one. That was so weird. Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. I was thinking, why? Why did he do it? I think that's what happens when you don't swear in your raps. Just the pressure builds up because your whole life you're like rap-a-da-rap, rap-a-rap-a-da-rap. And then you snap and you're like, get my white guy, what you fucking up? Wild Wild West. Like, just say fuck in a few songs and that wouldn't happen. You ever notice it's always the squeaky clean entertainers who have this dark side to them? Yeah, like we saw it with Cosby. We saw it with Will Smith. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Seinfeld snap one day. Like, I'll fucking cut you, bitch. I'll skull fuck you right now. You know, when I saw the slap, it gave me a newfound appreciation for Michael Jackson, actually. Because when I was growing up, everyone made fun of Michael, but he rolled with it. He took it, you know? He stayed in his seat the whole time. He didn't go on stage and kick Billy Crystal in the dick. He wasn't like, no one talks about bubbles like that. Mike, you have to leave. He's like, I'm already leaving. I always think that would suck to get kicked by Michael Jackson, because he like winds it up. You know, like a regular kick is like this, but Mike fucking snaps it. That's just physics. This guy knows, right? And then he points at you when you're on the ground. I kicked your ass. Imagine getting the shit kicked out of you and you just hear. Mike, he had a rough childhood, you know. Like, Joe Jackson was kind of intense and overbearing, but then Michael's one of the greatest entertainers of all time. And I was watching the Tiger Woods documentary. Earl, you know, Tiger's dad is very intense and overbearing, but then Tiger is one of the greatest golfers of all time. And then Venus and Serena, Richard, their dad was very intense and overbearing, but then they were two of the greatest tennis champions of all time. And I was thinking, like, when I have kids, I'm not gonna send them to private school. I'm just gonna drop them off at an overbearing black dad's house. It's gonna be like, do whatever you gotta do to make them great. It's like, do you want them to sing or be athletes? You know better than I do. Just whatever, pretend I'm not even here. I pick my kid up in 10 years. He's like, thanks for picking me up. I'm like, oh, he's talented. Like what you did with him. He's like, yeah, just FYI, he's afraid of vacuum cleaners now, but he's very good. I grew up with Michael Jackson. I would watch his music videos all the time. I kind of love dance, and that's how I got into just dance and stuff, through watching his music videos. And I'll go on YouTube still, and I'll watch old Michael Jackson music videos. And recently I was watching The Way You Make Me Feel. Do you guys remember that music video? Yeah, it's a great music video. Very weird watching that video after Me Too, though. Because in this video, this woman is just trying to walk home after work. And Mike is following her for like 80 blocks. Like 5 blocks, maybe she's into you. Like 80 blocks, that's assault. At one point, she's trying to get away from Michael through the back seat of a car, and then Mike follows her. At the end of the video, I swear to God, watch it. This is true. She's trying to get away from him, and she's in this dead-end alley. And then she looks behind her, and then Mike and 4 dudes pop out of the shadows. At one point, I swear to God, they're fucking the ground. They're like, ja, 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 ja. Ah. If that happened to you today, you'd be like, this is how I die. I'm about to fucking die. You'd be on the phone with police, like, this guy's been following me for 30 blocks. He's been saying Shimon and he. I think he's on PCP. Do you know what Mama Say Mama Sa Mama Kusa means? He's saying it over and over again and grinding his teeth. Oh no, he's grabbing his dick and he's coming closer. How would you even describe Michael Jackson to the police? It would be fucking impossible. Like, I think he's black. Maybe he's white. He has no nose. Does that help you? He's on his tippy toes. Please, send help. All right, that's it for me. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for coming out. I love you guys. Thank you, Nashville. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.